Hello everyone, good evening. I'm going to tell you a story about what happened to me while I was in University of Benin, Nigeria. As a matter of fact, I just got admission into 100 level to do law, to study law at the Faculty of Law, University of Benin. On that particular day after class, I was going back home. So I decided to go to this popular market there to get some things to cook soup. So I got into a car that was supposed to take me to Oselu. But unknowingly to me, I entered the wrong vehicle. In the car, there was a driver, there's a passenger in front with him, then a passenger at the back with me. Altogether, we were four of us. So by the time we got to Uselu market, I was like, Uselu, drop. The driver didn't stop. Instead, he increased his speed and zoomed off. Then the person sitting beside me, the man sitting beside me, showed me a gun and told me that if I should shout, scream, or make any noise, he was going to shoot me. I was like, wow. And this was in 2009. 2009, I was just, how many years was I then, sir? I think I was about 21 or so. That's how these people drove me to a place I didn't know, to an unknown location. I drove for like 2 hours. I didn't know where we were going to. I was scared. I was on my phone. I didn't even know what to do. I was just crying, begging them to have mercy on me. But they didn't listen. One, I'll call his name. I'll use the first alphabet of his name. W was the one driving the car. Then the S was the one sitting beside me. We got to a point, the one in front with the driver came down. I lighted, so it was just I and S and W in front. So at the point we got to a third road, no houses. There were no houses on the side. We were just driving down a very lonely third road. At the point we got to like an uncompleted building. They now told me to come down from the car. They tied my hands, tied my legs. I was on the floor. Then the next thing, the W now started making a call to somebody, and it was just like allergy on the phone. Like the next thing I was just hearing bargaining, that they were bargaining. It's like the person on the other end of the call was saying that that he was only willing to pay 900,000 naira. 900,000 naira. Why W was insisting on 1 million naira. They went back and forth. The next things, as if the person on the other end of the phone insisted on knowing my name. So W came to me. He was like, insisted on getting my age. W came to me and asked how old I was. I hesitated. He gave me very, very dirty slap, in fact. As in the slap sent my head spinning. And I responded and told him how old I was. It was obvious that I actually met the age range, because when he spoke back to the person on the phone, they came to a conclusion. That's when I now knew that I had gotten into the hands of ritualist. I was now praying to God, asking God whether this is how my life was going to end. I just came to school to study, a small girl, still just trying to make something out of her life, and all these things just happening to me. I started crying. So when I saw that they were distracted, we were about climbing to, as in entering the uncompleted building. I saw that they were distracted, still talking about the money and all that. I just managed to loosen the rope on my legs, then ran. They chased me. They chased me and they caught me. If you see the way W beat me that day, he was not asking me where did I think I was running to. They even told me to run. Now where do I think I am? This guy was punching me as if I was a man, beating me. He was about to move in his belt to hit me with the iron head of the belt. S was kind of on my side. So he was not like, no, don't beat her, leave her alone, don't beat her, leave her. W held the back of my shirt, was dragging me on the floor back to the spot where the car was parked. When I noticed that S was obviously the way he was, maybe he was new in the game and probably was not used to those kind of things, and it was more sympathetic. So I now started begging him. I concentrated on S. I was begging S, pleading with him for them to let me go. Of course, all pleadings failed on deaf ears. They now ordered me to climb upstairs to the uncompleted building. We climbed upstairs. The next thing, W brought this pack with different sizes and shapes of knife, like blades, different ones. The next thing was like that okay, I should take off my clothes. I was like, what? He said take off. You see the way he slapped me. When he slapped me, I didn't know when I took the clothes off immediately. The next thing they were like, that they were going to sleep with me before they kill me. They were talking amongst themselves. I started crying. Then the only thing that could come off my mouth at that point was like, is that how I'm going to lose my virginity? W turned. I was like, what did you say? And I said, is that how I'm going to lose my... I repeated what I said. I said, is that how I'm going to lose my virginity? It was like, he now laughed. I was like, you, a big girl like you, how can you say you're still a virgin? I was like, I'm still a virgin. I was crying, begging him, telling him that I was saying the truth. It was like, okay, that he would check. That if he checks and he discovers that what I'm saying is a lie, that he's not going to rape me. He's not going to be the only one to rape me. He's going to call other of his friends that they will rape me till I pass out. Then they will still cut whatever they want to go. Kill me, then cut whatever they want to cut. Now, he now put his hand there, removed it. Next thing was like, get up! You get up from there. Wear your clothes. I was like, eh? I said you should wear your clothes right now. And I started wearing my trousers, because I was on the trouser. I wore the trouser, I wore the shirt back. I was like, God. It was like, let's go downstairs. I now followed them down. They now started driving back. In fact, as they were driving back, they were discussing about how they were going to pick someone else at Uselu to replace me, because they had to get that deal done that night. Uselu is Uluku. Uluku is a popular place in Benin City where most of these prostitutes stay and all that. They were saying that they'll go there and pick a prostitute instead. As in, these people now went and parked in front of Uniben Gate and ordered me to come down. And before they even ordered me to come down, one of them, because in the process of dragging with them and all that, at that point in time they were beating me. W took my phone. He took my phone. He dialed my number on the phone. He dialed his own number on my phone, so he got my number. It was not, and then in the process of beating me, they were asking me questions about what department I am, what faculty I am. They were now warning me that if I should report them to the police, that they are going to find me and they are going to kill me. So I was scared. At this time, I was telling you that they dropped me back at campus around at 3 a.m. And I was staying off campus, a popular place they call BDPA, just opposite the university. So I had to start walking back home. My sister was already scared. In fact, when I go back home, I didn't even know what I did. My elder sister was not telling me, because I stay with my elder sister. She was not telling me that when I go back home, people were like asking me, what happened to you? What happened to you? I didn't even talk to anybody. I just went to the bed, covered myself, and slept off till the next morning. It was the next morning I could summon up the courage to actually explain to everybody what had actually happened to me. This is a real life story, and I feel like I should share to everyone out there to be careful, especially when you're within campus, outside the campus, what vehicles you enter, because I only survived that day because of God. It was God that helped me. If not, I would have been a dead person by now.